So here is my Marineland 60-gallon aquarium. It's been running since 2012. All the decor is from 2012. And it's about time to upgrade it. Along with the glass tops. The lighting needs to be upgraded. Needs to be cleaned. Got a bunch of new fish in there. There's a panda angel. There's one of the little older angelfish in here. We got Dumber's over here. There we go. Dumb and Dumber. Got some nice fire grammies. Some blue cobalt angelfish. Another panda. Very nice blue dwarf grammy. Lots of rummy nose. Couple of pearls, couple of opalines, blue grammies, golden hot grammies, paradise fish. That's your ghetto beta. And we got some Denison barbs, Cristella tetras. But it's time to change the decor, because these old green plastic plants, they've seen better days. They're starting to fall apart. I don't vacuum the gravel as often as I should, because every time you touch these things, they fall apart. But it's not hurting anything, so it's okay. Got some new products to try out to see if it works or not. But I'm going to change some things. I'm going to put new plants in. I'm going to try some live plants. Never had them before in all the 30 plus years I've had an aquarium. Got some new stuff for the filter to try out. And in the last month, I started another tank. I got a live bearer tank now. This is a little 10-gallon tank. One of the original tanks I've had. It's all full of platies. Got a little internal filter in there. It's not the greatest thing in the world. Don't have an under gravel filter like I do in the main tank. But this tank is primarily to have live bearers. I never had much success with platies. They usually harbor every kind of disease, bacteria and fungal, parasitics. So this time around I'm doing a couple of things different. First of all, keep them separate from the main tank. And another reason I got them is to raise their little babies. Because they usually have about a brood of babies every month. to 6 weeks. So I built this aquarium just for harboring them. So I got the chunkiest gravel I could find. So this stuff's like an inch around. It's all polished rock. So there's a lot of crevices and little areas they can hide in. And I've already had success of having some little babies. There's 3 that I know of that are in there that are pretty good size when they come out. A couple of weeks ago they were primarily deep in the gravel, but now they're starting to hang around the surface of the gravel, hanging around the base of the plants. They're getting braver because they're getting bigger and they know they're not going to get eaten. So this aquarium, since it's a pretty good success so far, it's going to have some upgrades too. Primarily in the filters. Try some new substrates for the filters. Clear up the water because it's a little cloudy. I can see the particles in there. There's that little internal filter. It's got cartridge filters in it. And they're tiny and they're small. And it's a nickel and dime type filter, you know, so if you can't clean the cartridges, you gotta replace them all the time, so I'm not into that, because I don't do it for the big one. I just rinse them out, power rinse them. Some of the stuff I bleach and clean them over and over again, so I haven't bought any media for the big tank in years. So I don't really want to play around with that garbage in here. Being a small tank, I keep a little pH monitor in there because things happen rapidly in a small tank. In my cases, the pH usually drops like a stone. So in another video, I'll show what I'm going to start playing around with for upgrades and new plants and new lighting, new glass tops. This one's going to get a new glass top too. At the time I bought these, they were really the only option I had, and they don't quite fit. I had to grind the edges with a grinder, and they don't reach from front to back, so that's kind of annoying because you gotta improvise. Same thing on the big tank. I had to grind these too. So when you don't have the right tools, you end up chipping the glass. And same thing, the tops don't quite reach the back of the aquarium, so it's, every once in a while you get them little suicidal jobs and they jump out the back and you don't notice them until they're missing. Then you find them in the back on the floor like a piece of leather. And it's part of the hobby. Not all the fish are gonna live. Some are gonna jump out if they get spooked. But overall, I've had great success keeping an aquarium. It's been a long time since I vacuumed the gravel. Probably about well over a year, I do know that, since the last time I took this apart. So that's it for this video. We'll kiss you later. Bye.